Okay, thank you very much. Yes, it is very difficult to get used to English in movies, the radio, or songs. Listen to music. If you listen to the same song many times, that's a good way to practice. That's part of how I started to learn German. I had a German band that I liked, and I didn't know anything about German when I started, but I liked the sound of the music, so I looked up the lyrics on the internet, and then I could slowly start to hear the words, and with the translation, I could learn some basic German. Unfortunately, it is a metal band, and so I learned some very strange German. Okay, but it's a great way to learn. I think repetition is very important, but also, well, just watching something one time, like a movie or a TV show, and seeing how much you can understand, is well, it's a good way to see improvement. Okay. Now, so next week, if you are here, I will ask you to do a self-introduction. Okay, so last time we did lots and lots of grammar. Okay. I would like to quickly review that grammar, and then we will do some speaking. This is from last time. Okay. Oh, no, it's okay. Okay. So, the grammar last lesson was a bit difficult. Okay, and we won't do that too often. Okay, but I thought it would be useful, so I taught that last lesson. Today, I want to look at these examples. Okay, rub this off. Alright, so we had I will do, I'm going to do, I'm doing, and I do, or have, etc. Now, someone who was here last week, please explain the difference in usage of the 4 future constructions. Let's start with, we'll keep this one last, okay? Let's go with, well, let's go from the bottom. I do or I have, so present tense. When do we use present tense to talk about the future.
On schedule.
Okay, on the schedule. Okay, so schedules. Alright, calendar. Something. Something which is organized to happen and is on something like a schedule or your calendar, your diary. If you are at school, your timetable, okay? For example, I was going to be out there. At school, right, you might ask your friend, right, what do you have on Monday? Right, and that means what classes do you have on your timetable for Monday? What do you have on Monday? You look it up. Oh, on Monday, next week, on Monday I have English, music, science and maths. It's next week, right? It's the future, but it's on our timetable. So we use I have, present tense. Okay, I'm doing, right? Present continuous, right? ing, but future. Eri or Ishihara.
If we already decided it, and also include with someone,
Yes.
like a plan in the interview with someone.
Organized, already planned, and it's not just you. You discuss this with one or more people. Okay? For example, I think I used this last time, but I am picking up my wife from work tonight. Okay? So in the morning, my wife and I spoke, and we decided that I would go to her workplace in the evening and get her and bring her home in the car. So I will pick her up. So I can say tonight at 6 p.m. I'm picking up my wife from work. Okay? It was planned already with my wife, so that's at least one other person. I'm going to do, right? So going to. Right? I'm sure you're familiar with will and going to as future forms. These two might be a bit new. Okay? So going to. When do we use going to? Remember.
That means he or she has decided by himself or by herself to do something.
Yes. Okay. So this is something that you plan or intend. Okay. Your intention to do something. But does not include someone else. Right? Does not include someone else does not mean necessarily that only you are doing it. It means that it was decided by you. Okay? But might say, for example, I'm going to go to America next year. I'm going to go to America next year. Now, obviously, that will include other people, right? The aeroplane, right? The pilot, lots of people. You have to buy a ticket. Maybe you're going to visit people in America. Okay? But the decision to go to America, only you make that. Okay? So it's about who made the decision. Only you, or you and one other person spoke and made the decision. Okay? This also has another meaning. What was the second meaning of going to? So there was a meaning that is similar to will, when you make a prediction about the future, what you think will happen. Okay? You can use will, you can use going to, but there is a difference. What is the difference? Yes. Yes, okay. So when you make a prediction, for example, it's going to rain. You're pretty sure it's going to happen. Right? There's black clouds in the sky. It's going to rain. You can't be certain about the future, but it's probably going to rain. Right? So a prediction, can you see this? A prediction with evidence, and will has a lot of meaning, so let's quickly review that. Okay, so will has 4 different uses here, okay? Basically, if it's not one of these, then you can probably use will. But these situations, when you promise or offer to do something, offer to help someone, I promise I'll call you on the phone. Yeah? I will. A prediction, right? The future, what will happen? A prediction without much evidence. Okay? So, with evidence, I'm going to, right? It's going to rain. Without much evidence, I think humans will live on Mars by 2100. A statement of absolute or assumed fact, so something that is close to 100%. The sun will rise tomorrow at 5:45 a.m. I suppose that's just what they say in the news. Maybe you can't be 100% sure, but that's how they speak about it in the news. And if you get rid of this, the sun will rise tomorrow, that's probably 100%. Yeah? So it will happen. And then a decision made at that time. Right? Oh, I'm tired. I think I'll go to bed. Right? I'm bored. I'll read a book. I'm bored. I'll go for a run. Right? You're making the decision at the time that you speak. Okay? Alright. Now that's a lot, and that's what we did last week. So we're going to quickly practice that with some example sentences, and then we will move on to some speaking. Alright. So, we have a verb in brackets that needs to go in the gap, but we need to decide which of the four structures to use. Okay? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, how about I give you 5 minutes in pairs, you can discuss it with the person next to you. Right? 5 minutes to work out the answers. Okay, for example, the exams will start, the exams are going to start, the exams are starting, right, ing, the exams start next week. Yeah, so going to, ing, just that, right, present tense, or will. Oh, thank you for your thing. Is this the N-O? That's your son's?
Yes.
Yes.
Very gentle guy.
Yeah, it's very good. All right. So let's see how far we got. The first one, the exams next week. What do you have over there? Kizaki-san and Ishihara-san. Yes, first one. Start. Present tense? Yes. Is that what you had? The exams start next week because it is scheduled. Right? Exams will be scheduled in advance and everyone will know when they happen. So the exams start next week. Okay, number 2, slow down. Where? An accident.
We're going to accident.
Good. Where? Well, it's not going to fit, is it? Going. We're going to have an accident. Why is it going to have?
It doesn't include someone, only ourselves.
Is the accident something you plan or intend to do?
Prediction.
Alright. Prediction with evidence. We're going really fast. Oh, it's scary. We're going to have an accident. You nearly hit that person. Right? We're going to have an accident. Okay? Yeah. Good. Okay. But I won't lend you any money. Alright? What do we have?
Okay, I will help you.
Excellent. I will help you. Okay, why is it will help?
He or she decided to, at the moment.
Yes. Good. The person decided at that time. Right. Oh, I don't know what to do. Alright, I'll help you. Right. At that time, they decided. Good. The dentist at 6 p.m. Someone.
I'm seeing the dentist at 6 p.m.
I'm
seeing.
seeing. Okay, I'm seeing because. Okay, it's already planned, right? And you've called them up to make the appointment. So we've included another person when that decision was made. Okay. I suppose you could say it's scheduled, but I see the dentist at 6 p.m. Doesn't quite work because I suppose it's usually literally something printed out on paper or something. Okay? Like a train timetable. The door, please. Open the door, please.
Open the door.
We need one of these to go with it. I mean, you can say open the door, please. But that isn't a question as such. Open the door, please. It's a request or something. So, will you? Okay. Will you? So will you, opens on there, will you open the door please? And if you're being extra polite, maybe would you open the door please? Could you open the door? Would you be so kind as to open the door for me please? But will you open the door please is fine, okay. I think he is selection. It looks like Cornell Sun's the leading candidate. So, I think he is selection.
Will win.
Okay, I think he will win. Works? It depends though. How much evidence do you have? Right? So I think he will win. Works. Also, I think he is going to win. Either one is okay. Okay? Right. So if you have more evidence, you feel really strongly about it, I think he is going to win the selection. Or, he is going to win the selection. Yeah. Although I will say that possibly, when you have I think, it might be more likely that you will say will. Because I think it's sort of, not I think, maybe not, but I think that's what happened. It sort of makes it a little bit less certain. But, yeah, either one is okay. We married in July. Fantastic. We are getting married in July. Fantastic. Why is it we are getting married?
The person is going to get married with someone.
Yes. Okay. So presumably you have already discussed this with your partner. Alright? Alright? You don't say, oh, let's go out somewhere today. Alright? Come on, we'll go for a drive. Church, what are we doing here? Right? Alright, so we are getting married. 2 people involved, it's already decided. We are getting married. The train at 4 o'clock. Train leaves at 4 o'clock. Because? Okay. When I'm 70, I retire when I'm 70.
I am going to retire when I'm 70.
Yeah. I would probably say both are okay. I reckon I'm going to is better because it's your plan or intention. Yeah. So I intend to retire when I'm 70. I plan to retire when I'm 70. It's not organised. I haven't organised that with my company, so it's not I'm retiring when I'm 70. And there's not lack of evidence either, because it's you know when you want to retire. So therefore, yeah, I would say I'm going to retire is better. Okay, we haven't got any sugar. Okay, done.
I will buy.
I
will buy.
I will buy some. Okay. Okay. I'll buy some. Okay. Why is it I'll buy some?
Offer.
Yes. It's an offer. Okay. And it's happening at that time. But yeah, mainly because it is an offer. Or a promise, I suppose. And last one. The baseball game tonight. This could be a bit tricky. There might be more than one answer that is okay. What do you think? Ah, okay. Well, let's say I'm talking to you. I'm asking you, okay?
Are you going to watch the baseball game tonight?
Yes. I think. Are you going to watch the baseball game tonight? Why is it going to watch?
The person is asking he will
Mm-hmm.
or her will.
Yes.
That's why he going to.
Good. So, asking the other person what they plan or intend to do. You going to watch it tonight? You want to watch the game tonight? Do you plan on watching it tonight? Yeah. Excellent. Okay. Well done. So, no more grammar. Now this could be a bit tricky, and even if you know the answer when you do this, when you're speaking, you might make a mistake. But that's going to happen, that's okay. But at least, once you know how to use it, then when you're listening, you will notice, ah, he said going to, ah, he said will, because this reason. Okay. Alrighty. Done. Okay. Okay. And you will be pleased to know that I sorted out the internet problem. Right? So, that should work. Alright. Where's that on channel? Alright, so just in case I need to type up something to show you, I can use that. Alright. So, what can I tell you? So this week it was Eric and my second anniversary. Right? So on Wednesday, and Wednesday it was, I should remember the date, shouldn't I? Wednesday, right? So September 15. Okay, it's our anniversary. It's our second anniversary, which means, which year did we get married? Which year did we get married?
You have been married for 1 year.
Second anniversary. So, we got married?
あ、そっか。じゃあ2 years だ。
Yeah. Wedding.
そうだね。そっか。
Right.
あ、そっか。間違えた。
Right. Right. So we got married in,
2019.
alright, 2019. Okay, September 15th. And it was a small wedding. We had fewer than 50 people, which is, I don't know about Japan, but that's a small wedding in Australia. Gary's family came from Japan, the parents, the sister and brother-in-law came, and we came. Some uncles, one uncle, your mother's sister, her mother's brother, and mother's sister, niece, cousin, okay, so her mother's brother and sister came, her cousin,
my mother, sister, daughter, and daughter's daughter.
Okay, so some of her relatives came, right? Some of her relatives came, which is very good, because it's very expensive to fly over just for a wedding. And they also came, her parents came, only her parents came in January of that year, because we had an engagement party. Okay. However, we also have an anniversary on, that's not an anniversary, on May 25th as well. We have 2 anniversaries. Why do you think we have 2 wedding anniversaries? Engagement?
And wedding.
Ah, no. we got engaged. I put this up here so I could type it, and I'm still writing but we got engaged on, you don't need to know all this, but anyway, 28th of October, right? Then in January, I don't know, 19 or something, we had an engagement party. Looks like England, but it's engagement. Right? Then we had May 25, 15, right? So, wedding. What do you think happened on May 25?
Before wedding.
So May 25 and September 15. So, we got married. We got married on May 25, and we had a wedding on September 15th. Right? So on May 25th, we went into Melbourne. So on May 25, we went into Melbourne, into a government building where they do weddings, and we had maybe 8, I think it was up to 8 people could come from my family and to be there to witness marriage, and we were legally husband and wife from May 25. So that's the day that we got married. And we did that early so that I could apply for a visa to come to Japan as a spouse visa, because it would take a lot of time. Because this was 2019, and in 2020, in January, we came to Japan. Right. So we got married there in the city, just my parents, my family, brothers and sister. And on September 15, her family came over for about a week, and we had a ceremony and party like we do in Australia, 7-hour wedding, right? Okay. Up in the mountains, the Dandenong Mountains, very beautiful place. What I most like about Eric, actually, how we met, I'm going to ask you shortly to talk to the person next to you about your partners or other people in your life. Okay? I met Eri when I was looking for a Japanese person to practice with in Melbourne. So I put an ad online on a site sort of like, what is it like? Bengonnet, wasn't it? No, not Bengonnet. So something like that. And she responded, and we met, and we practiced Japanese, and then after a couple of times, we went on a date. What I most like about her is that she always laughs when I fart. No one else laughs, but I think it's funny. Right? Did you understand? So when I fart, she laughs. That's why I like her.
Some gas came out from your ass.
Fantastic. Alright. Right, none of us before, but I think we did it better. Tasty names. Okay. So, I want to know about your partner, if you have a partner, and if you don't have a partner, someone else important in your life, like a friend, okay? How you met, what do you think about that person? What sort of person are they? Right? Why do you like them? Or maybe, if there's someone you don't like, think about why you don't like that person. Alright? So it's your choice. A partner, okay, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, a best friend, or if you want to do something funny, someone that you don't like. Okay? So please first talk to the person next to you. Okay? So who is that person? How did you meet? Why do you like or not like that person?
Oh, so cute. Oh, yes. That's chocolate or
quiet.
Yeah.
I talked to my son. He talks to me very much, and I feel very satisfied. We have fun.
I agree with you.
We can talk about drama,
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
TV
Yeah.
programs. I have one chance.
Just reading or something. Yeah, they don't understand. Yeah.
Talk that much.
That's very good. Yeah.
Bored.
Yeah, so you've got some things in common.
I have a big finger.
Fantastic. That's how you met? You met her?
This morning, Pokemon.
Excellent.
It's the place in the world.
She does well. Oh, that's great. She's Japanese. It's like her father.
Pokemon? Pokemon Go.
みたいな。
Pokemon Go. Okay.
なんか結果みたいな。すごい。
So he's playing Pokemon Go.
My second son,
Mhm.
now he is in the fifth place in the world.
In the world.
Huh?
すごい。
That is
すごい。
Wow.
my second son.
In the world. すごい。
In the world.
4位。
あ、
捕まえた。
ねえ、よくわかんない。
すごい。
あ、いいですよ。I don't know.
Congratulations.
He is that place. Yeah. He has played
Pokemon Go.
8 years or something.
How long does he play?
So he is a company worker. So maybe
In his free time. In his free time.
and he often business
Okay.
all over the Japan.
Right.
So maybe on the Shinkansen.
Oh, yes, on the train, yes.
新幹線にもいる。
わかんない。よくわかんない。Or Kagawa Prefecture or Okinawa. And there they have a special Pokemon. I don't know.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. I don't know much about Pokemon Go, but I often see people playing it. Ah, 5 in the world. Impressive.
その場所のポケモンが。
Serious, serious can mean like, what I want to use. You mean like with work? Oh, personality.
出張ここ行ったらあれを捕まえてるわけ。
For example, what sort of things does she do that you think
Yeah, I was talking about him.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought it was-
sorry. Yeah, you were. Majime? And I wasn't sure.
Me?
Hi.
Ah,
Thank you.
what do I? I'm a Okay.
I thought. Yeah. He just married your husband. Study? Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, what I would, I would use more specific words for what it is that a person does, like hardworking, diligent, always studying, serious about, or takes work seriously, takes studying seriously. そ I would like you to tell everyone what your partner told you. Can you remember? I'll give you a minute quickly to remind each other. Okay? Is that all I am to you? Okay. So, let's start from Chihara-san.
Eldest son is 33 years old, but he's very talkative and he always goes after her and talks to her so much. I'm cute.
That's very good.
She's a bit confused. She's enjoying it. But I want to talk about her second son, but it's a bit difficult for me to translate it into English. But he got the prize.
He got a prize.
He got the
Sure.
prize. He got the fourth place. He got the fifth place in the world of the game Pokemon Go.
Oh.
That's fantastic. He travels around Japan. He goes to many prefectures, so he can get so many Pokemon.
All right. So, Kitazawa-san.
He talked to me about his son. So he likes to talk with his son because her son replies very well, and she can be satisfied. Despite when she talks to her husband, he doesn't reply very well. So she gets unsatisfied but not frustrated.
Yes, that's the word, yes. Okay. Thank you for sharing. Okay. Then, Kia.
Yes. She talked about his chest. She loves him sensei. He is very hard work. And on that, sometimes she will. He talked his up, feet, touching. Also, he is good listening.
What was that?
He listen.
That was a joke. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Eri.
Okay. Taka-san told me about his wife. He met her at the same company, and she is also a pharmacist. And she likes yummy food. And when she ate the yummy food, her face is going to like very cute. Said that's why he loves her. And also she loves sweet stuff. So she likes chocolate and also she likes meat as well. Yeah.
Okay, very good. Very sweet. Okay. So the last thing, the last couple of minutes. Okay. Now last time we had these questions. We didn't really use them because I was having trouble with my computer. Okay. But probably don't have enough time to really talk about it. But let's look at the last question. How will your life be different in 1 year? Right? How will your life be different in 1 year? Okay, now, it's something that you can't possibly know. Right? It's simply a prediction. So we've got will. How will your life? You could say, how is your life going to be different in 1 year? And I'll maybe hear both. Right? You might hear or say both. But this time I've used will. Right? How will your life be different in 1 year? So I would like you to, for 1 minute, think very quickly. Tell the person next to you, how will your life be different in 1 year? Okay? And next time, we will start the lesson by talking about that briefly. Okay? So quickly now, and then think about it for next time. let's say 30 seconds each. So 1 minute as a pair, 30 seconds each. Okay?
Okay.
I don't think much will change. Maybe you will do better at English. That's something. Alright. Well, we will continue that next time, and we will start off the lesson with that. Have a bit of a think about it this week. Assuming you will be here next week. If you're not, that's okay. Let me know. But if you're here next week, then we will talk about that for the first 5 or 10 minutes. Okay? Alright, thank you for coming. And I forgot to introduce Funny here, but he's been here watching, okay? If you have any questions, okay, he will help.